Filmmakers Workshop. I thought I would just come on live to let everyone know that I'm still here, even though I haven't updated content in a while on the Filmmakers Workshop. It's not from lack of wanting to. I'm a filmmaker and I'm really quite heavily involved at the moment in promoting a book that I've written, which was a script. Initially, it was a script. So that's where a lot of my efforts have been placed. It's one thing to share some knowledge, it's another thing to keep creating. And then on top of all of that, there's just obviously other commercial work that I've got to do to, keep me in clothes and feed my family. So just to say, hang in there. I am gonna sort out some new content in the coming weeks. A few commissions on the horizons, so I don't have to worry about that for a little bit. Fingers crossed, all good. But most excitingly, I've been working on the audio book Compromise, which I have got set up and will be going live in November the 11th. So, all being well, November the 11th, you can check out what I've been doing. The Compromise, a dark underworld crime thriller. Until then, you can buy my book on Amazon. It's on Kindle Unlimited. So if you've got that, you can read it for free. So where are we now? If we flip that around, you can see the cover, which the book is narrated by Gerard Fletcher. And if you know, you know, Gerard is a very famous voiceover actor. He's done an awful lot in the commercial sphere, but also an actor. He was in The Crown and some TV series. So yes, The Compromise, very exciting to get that one out and looking forward to creating a pitch deck for that. So all stuff that I can share as things go on. I'm living it, so you can be guaranteed and confident that subscribing to the Filmmakers Workshop will result in top tier information and fun stuff. But it's just me running it, so you have to be patient. Anyway, that's it for this one. Just a quick update. I didn't want anyone to think that I was not giving it my all at the Filmmakers Workshop. There's quite a lot of new stuff obviously coming out for filmmakers regarding AI. I don't mind AI at all. I think we have to be open-minded to it and get on with it because it's not going to go anywhere. There's no way you can live life these days and not have AI affect what you're doing. It's inside apps. It's working, generally speaking, for us. I know that a lot of people are very upset about their work being cribbed and the AI models are being trained on content. But to be perfectly honest, that's just life speeding up because people already take from other people's texts. Tarantino, stole a ton of stuff from other people, basically. Just went, I like that, I'm putting that in my movie. I like that, I'm putting it in my movie. And so, you can't get away from people taking from each other. That's kind of what culture does. And that's how we end up with, satire and parodies of things. And, we send each other up. We have, we're always a newer version of ourselves. So AI is just that, but really just on steroids, just super fast. So, next time you're using Magic Mask or something like that, an AI tool within, say, like Final Cut, you've got voice isolate, things like that. Without AI, we would be, filmmaking would go back to being pretty much analog. So, be you kind of have to be grateful for the advances in technology. So I think that's my 2 cents on it anyway. So enjoy it and master it and use it to your advantage. It's a tool. At the end of the day, being creative is about sharing your ideas and having a handle on the technical ability to carry out your creative. So, you need to have all those things mastered, and you need to be able to understand what it is you're trying to deliver so that you can basically do commercial work, put stuff out there. So use all the tools. There's nothing else you can do. If you don't do it, somebody else will. And ultimately, use the tools that you need to create the piece of work that you set out to do. Anyway, that was interesting. That's just something and nothing. But yes, for everyone that hasn't subscribed to the Filmmakers Workshop, please do. We're at 2,000 subscribers, and we need to push that up. We need to go places, and we need to have conversations, and let me know what it is that you would like to see on the Filmmakers Workshop. I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to put out, a few editing tutorials. We're going to look at some stuff, old tech, not just new tech. It's like the little handy cam that I've got. Here's a Canon HDV Handycam, which I've rigged up with an Axoon CMO and another lens to give it a wide angle. To me, that's quite an interesting little thing. It's like a little home project, but quite a useful piece of kit. It's an HDMI-based camera. It means you can work it as a podcasting cam, as just your for Teams calls and stuff like that. Where you may not want to have your cameras that you go out and film people with, you might just want that because it just gives you a really good image. So yeah, this is what the Filmmakers Workshop's all about. It's about talking about current things that are going on in filmmaking, using technology. Not everybody's got loads of money, so you may be using your phone. You might have just like a dad cam or something like that. At the end of the day, they're just tools for telling stories. So I'm here to help you tell stories. I've been doing this since 1999. Editing, non-linear editing, filming, putting together stories. I've worked for blue chip companies. I've worked for artists, charities, and I'm I'm a solid source for information and technical stuff about making films, be they corporate or short films or even feature films. I've not done a ton in feature films, but I've worked on sets. I've worked with people at the highest level. I've written a screenplay. I've got other stuff going on. So I know my apples from the oranges. So stick around and subscribe to the Filmmakers Workshop. Anyway, that's it for this one. It was just to say hello, and I haven't disappeared, and to check out some of the other content that's already on the channel. There's quite a lot on there that shows you plenty of stuff, especially interviews. I think the interviews are really good. Before podcasting was really a big thing, I was doing long form interviews with directors of photography, first time feature directors, and there's a lot to glean from those interviews. Just getting yourself in the mindset of a filmmaker, I think, is really important. More important than going to get a really whizzy special camera or the latest software. At the end of the day, your phone now can do a fantastic job. You can have an iPad with a free copy of DaVinci Resolve on it. It really is more important than ever, I think, to be a smart filmmaker, to be a filmmaker that can relate to other people and understand the story that they're trying to tell and have the skills to be able to tell it. I'm going to end it there. It's not going to get any better than that. And plus, I haven't moved out of this seat for 4 hours and my fingers are turning into little icicles. So I need tea and I need to go and make sure that my dog's going to get outside. Right, that's it. I'll see you all later.